IVM.
Ow! I injured my arm. I was in the gym lifting weights, doing, my normal pull-ups and traps with about 400 pounds in each arm. And actually, I was doing the bench press. I can't lie. I was on my 8th lift. It was about 360 pounds without a spot. I don't like to go lower and, embarrass myself. And suddenly my daughter enters all excited and she says, "Dad, have you heard?" And I said, "Heard what?" And she said, "Now you can get Kotak home loans at only 6.5% interest." I was so shocked, my hand slipped, the bench press bar fell on my other hand, and before I knew it, I'm on my way to hospital in a lot of pain. But before the hospital, driver, Kotak Mahindra Bank पे रोकना. I need to do this now. I blame my daughter for this. ऐसे बातें बताने से पहले कृपया ध्यान रखे. I mean, come on, yaar. Terms and conditions apply. Interest rate starting at 6.5% per annum.
Hi, I'm Utsav, a behavior researcher by training and a slow traveler by passion. Postcards from Nowhere is a travel podcast where I condense a decade of travel experiences and explore not just the where, but also the why and how to travel. My stories emerged from slow traveling the less explored parts of the world: Bosnia and Herzegovina, Armenia, Uzbekistan, and even China. At the end of each story, I give practical tips and new ideas about how to travel better. This week, I take you to Zbayul, the invisible village of Ladakh, and to a 500-year-old house which is unlike any other. Long ago, a man in Tibet had a vision. He saw that in Ladakh, a boy was born, and he turned out to be smarter than his age. He came to be known as Lonpo Ripachan, or someone with an extraordinary intellect. When asked where this boy could be found, the man was told that the boy was born to very poor parents in a place that has 3 corners to the land and the sky. A monk was sent on a horse from Tibet to look for this boy, and he traveled far and wide in his search. In what is today the Leh-Kargil National Highway, or NH1, he chanced upon a village situated in a triangular valley. The village Shargol was identified as the place with 3 corners of the land and the sky. It was late in the evening, and he landed up at the door of a home seeking refuge for the night. As fate would have it, he was at the home of the boy he was looking for. The boy was alone at home. The monk asked him, "Oh, little one, where is your mother?" And he replied, "She has gone looking for eyes to see." Taken aback by the boy's answer, the monk asked, "Where is your father?" And the boy replied, "He has gone looking for words to speak." In reality, his mother had gone looking for a lamp to light up the house, and the father had gone to drink chang, a local wine made from barley. The monk was certain that this was no ordinary boy and convinced his parents to allow him to take him to Tibet, where he could be educated. As they made their way on horseback, they came upon a village, Henasku, and the monk asked him, "Oh, little boy, tell me where we have reached." The boy replied, "Henasku khar changi khar, yaran goe shatak, mar na goe branthak." This meant that Henasku was a place where the people would have to work harder than usual and the work would never stop for them. But you'd wonder, why would this prescient boy say that? Because if you travel along the Leh-Kargil highway today, you would pass by a board that reads Zbayul, the invisible village. Henasku also came to be known as Balung or Zbayul precisely because of its location. Hidden behind tall mountains, there is only one passage to the village, and that too is through a narrow gorge. If not for the board, it would have been invisible and you would have driven past it. But what is even lesser known is the fact that this village was a critical stopover on the Trans-Himalayan Silk Route. At the top of a gorge are the ruins of an old castle, which testifies to a glory age, when Zbayul was a critical stop for every traveler from Leh, Kashmir, Baltistan, and Central Asia. The trade of wool, tea, tobacco, and salt was protected thanks to the well-guarded castle. But the real treasure of Zbayul is a 3-storied clay, stone, and wood structure that is 500 years old. It served as the residence of the royal advisor, or the Lonpo, up till 15 years ago. Today, it has been restored and converted into the Cultural Heritage Museum of Henasku. As we reached the village, we went about looking for a key to the museum, and we did not expect to find him. आपका नाम?
पलवर।
पलवर।
हाँ।
तो आपके गांव का नाम क्या है?
हेनास्कुल है सर।
हेनस्कुल।
हेनास्कुल।
हैनास्कूट। और कितने साल से रह रहे हैं यहाँ पे आप?
मैं तो
बचपन से?
हाँ, बचपन से रहा सर।
कितनी उम्र है आपकी?
हमारा 65 है सर।
65?
हाँ,
और काम आप क्या करते हैं यहाँ पे?
खेती का करता है।
खेती करते हैं। क्या उगाते हैं आप?
बस गेहूँ करता है, मटर।
गेहूं, मटर।
हाँ जी,
और ये जो आपका म्यूजियम है,
हाँ जी।
कितना पुराना है
ये पुराना नहीं है, ये 2019 को बना था सर। हाँ,
और जो 2019 को म्यूजियम बना था,
हाँ जी,
और जो घर है
हाँ जी।
ये कितना पुराना है?
ये तो 500 साल का बोलता है।
500 साल?
हाँ सर।
और ये आपके ही घर वालों का है?
हाँ, घर वाला का सर।
आपके जो दादा थे, बड़े थे आपके जो,
हाँ,
उनसे आपको अब मिला है?
हाँ, हमको मिला।
अच्छा।
हम इधर ही पैदा हो गया था ना सर।
आप इधर ही पैदा हुए थे?
हाँ, हम इधर से जाकर 15 साल हो गया नीचे जाकर।
अच्छा।
हाँ, इधर पानी वानी लाने का बहुत
दिक्कत थी?
दिक्कत है, सब सामान इधर लेना पड़ता था।
तो अभी सब लोग नीचे ही रहते हैं?
नीचे रहते।
He may come across as a regular farmer, toiling in the harsh, high-altitude climate. But Palbar is actually the descendant of the royal advisor, the owner of the house, and now also the guide to the museum.
ये जो म्यूजियम है, इसमें क्या क्या रखा हुआ है अंदर?
इसमें है घोड़ा का सामान है सर।
घोड़े का सामान है, और
पहले पत्थर का है ना, छांव बनाने वाला है सर।
तो ये सब सामान आपके घर का ही है?
हाँ हाँ जी,
तो आपने अपने जो घर का सामान है यहाँ म्यूजियम में रखा हुआ है,
अंदर में रखा है।
और ताकि हम सब लोग आके देख सकें।
हाँ जी।
The museum has much more than Palbar initially suggested. It is the result of dedicated research by Roots Ladakh, a community-driven, socially oriented enterprise providing adventure, rural, and education tourism. They collaborated with Little Local, a social enterprise that creates better market and consumer access for farmers, artisans, and rural communities. Their teams together worked with the community of Henasku for 3 years to curate the artifacts and restore the space. The museum brings to life the folklore of Henasku through a series of posters that use a combination of hand-drawn and colored renditions of stories accompanied by text. These stories share space with quirky signs which remind us of the age of this building. Walk slow and steady, for I'm old and shaky. And don't cross this line if you want to be fine. As one makes their way around the museum, crouching to ensure that they do not hit their head on the roof, one sees artifacts from another time, weapons used in war, and a large assortment of horse accessories, which comes as no surprise since the village was a stop on the Trans-Himalayan Silk Route. It included chasgit, a travel pouch carrying 2 precious things for a traveler, tea leaves and salt, which would be hard to find on long overland journeys. To provide a more immersive experience, one can even spend a night or a few in one of the homestays. All these initiatives, coupled with the modest fee to visit the museum, provide a much-needed income to this rather remote village. This biole is one of the most interesting experiments in local heritage conservation. Not only have the oral traditions and folklore now been recorded for posterity, but the culture continues to live through the handicrafts and the experience of Ladakhi hospitality. The larger narrative of national and even regional histories, it's the local histories that also need as much love and attention. In many ways, conserving local histories and heritage is much like the fate of the village itself. We have to work harder than usual, and the work will never stop.
If you like this podcast, don't forget to check out other interesting podcasts on the IVM network. You can listen to us on the IVM Podcast app or ivmpodcast.com. You can also follow us on our social media. We are at IVM Podcasts on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to reach out to me, I am Utsav Memory on Twitter and YVTravel42 on Instagram.
Hey everybody, it's been another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On Cyrus is joined by writer-director Faraz Arif Ansari to talk about their critically acclaimed short films, Sisak, Siberia, and the recent hit Shir Korma. On The Habit Coach, Ashton introduces us to Avinash BR, co-founder of Deep Rooted Company, and his take on the quality of the food and supply chain in India and current trends in the farming sector. On Naan Curry, Sadaf and Archit talk about the humble potato, right from its origin and trade history to the various ways it can be used in dishes and its health benefits. On All Things Policy, Aditya Ramanathan joins Aditya Parekh to discuss the UK's first ever national space strategy document and the lessons it may hold for India. And on Say No to Drama, Chetna slices through the drama of bad boss behavior and shares what it takes to be a good boss. Do follow us on social media. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And remember, if you're enjoying this show or any of our others for that matter, please do tell a friend. We really appreciate you spreading this. Word of mouth helps a lot. And finally, this week, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Cred, Bank of Baroda, Quarter, CoinSwitch, Kuber, Slay Coffee, and Intel. We really appreciate the support.
Are you looking for finance products and services that can enhance your personal finance experience? Are you looking for a space to talk about your financial product or service? And are you looking for a crisp talk show where the conversation is all about money? Well, your search ends here. Hi, my name is Anupam Gupta and I'm host of the Paisa Vaisa podcast, and I invite you for the conversation about your personal finance on each Monday on the IVM Podcast app or the website or on any podcast streaming platforms. See you folks.